Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? We are finally back for more Alliance War seasons. So, season 19 has begun, new map, new everything, and our first matchup is against ØMNÜ. Pretty funny, pretty coincidental, and it's good to see these guys. It's really good to see them, and it's pretty funny that we matched them first war of the new season because they've actually been pushing now with 3 battle group wars, so that's really good. Really proud of them. So, this first war, I'm on path number 2 to begin with, and then at the end of the war, we're going to be taking on a Mojo boss. So that is super hype. Stay tuned till the end to see that. So starting off on path 2 here, I'm going to put on just a 20% boost. You know, I definitely could have boosted bigger, but just put on 20% one. I didn't think these fights were going to be that difficult. I was told to use Magic for this first one, and then Big Fury for the second one. And I brought Morningstar as a synergy for the final boss. So this node here, Strike, Counter, Fury, this is a very interesting node. Let me backtrack a little bit here and read it. So the attacker starts with 5 light charges, 4 medium charges, and 2 heavy attack charges. A charge is removed whenever the attacker lands a corresponding attack, and all charges are reset. When the attacker lands a special attack, when any charge reaches 0, the defender gains Fury passives over time until charges are reset. So I wasn't really too worried about this. You know, I did a couple of duels just to try to get my, see how long it would take to get to special 2, like what attacks I'd need to use. But this next node was the one I was worried about, power struggle. So the attacker cannot gain power during this fight through normal means. The only way I can gain power is when he gains a bar of power. So like when he gains a special 1, I gain a special 1. When he gains a special 2, I gain a special 2. When he gains a special 3, I gain a special 3. And I think when he throws them, I lose the power. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's definitely what happens. So I can't let him throw an L1 or I'll lose my power. So I need to basically get him to a special 2 and then use my special 2. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm holding my power. I'm being very careful. And right here, he gets his power gain, goes to a special 2. I get to my special 2. I'm like, okay, perfect. I do a full combo. But then I get pushed to a special 3. I was like, oh, no, that's not good. Now he's gonna throw his special 3. I'm like, okay, this is really not good. I didn't boost that big. I didn't put on a vulnerability boost. So I was like, wait, his special 3 damage is capped, so this shouldn't hit too hard. But after the shocks and everything, it's gonna be kind of sketchy. So right here, I drop down, Limbo saves me, go back up to 70% health. And then all those shocks are on me, and I just drop. So that was really not good. Very first fight of the season, and I die, and against ØMNÜ, my former alliance, and it was also the first death in the entire alliance for the entire season. So just terrible start, absolutely terrible start. Now let's go take a look at that in slow motion, see exactly what happened. So within 5 seconds, this entire fight just went wrong. So as you see, we're taking blocked hits here. This is slowed down. So I get to my special 2 here, and I just didn't account for his power flood. And within these 5 seconds, you know, I throw a full 5-hit combo because I was at a special 1, and then 5 seconds later, I'm at a special 3. And literally, that's how long it took for this fight to go wrong. Like, it's just, I was so frustrated, and just the very first fight of the new season, and I die, and I just, oh man, it just all happened so fast. And you know, with these new nodes, just, yeah, I was kicking myself after that. Then I heal up. That hurts too. A lot of potions. But I've been buying a lot of potions in the off season, so I'm pretty stocked up for the new season. But it's just, oh man, that literally worst way to start a season, to start a war, and it felt really bad. And it being against ØMNÜ just made it feel that much worse. So it's like, okay, let's go back in here and let's try that again. Now, it's just like these new nodes, new fight experiences. It's like, if I just could have a do-over button to do this fight over, like, I would never make that mistake again. Like, now that I've made that mistake, I would never make it again, you know? Like, now I know that what can happen there, you know, but it caught me off guard. Wasn't ready for it, and that's not good. So here, I'm gonna wait to push him to that 20, and then get my special 2 off right away. And that's just what should have happened the first time. Got that power lock, but that's not what happened. So yeah, that's a very unfortunate first fight of the season, and we got a death. So not good, but at least we didn't die twice. And yeah, now going into this next fight, it's Mr. Fantastic. And this one, again, it's got that strike counter fury thing, but there's no power struggle here, so I'm not really too worried. It's a Mr. Fantastic, so like, even if we take some damage, block damage, even if we get hit a couple times, like, his debuffs are actually just going to end up healing us throughout this fight, so I'm really not worried at all. I'm expecting to just finish this fight with a full yellow bar, so yeah, I'm really not worried. And if somehow I happen to die, we have our second life to fall back on, so I'm like zero worry in this fight. He's evading a little bit, but that's fine. We got brute force on us, but it's fine. His debuffs are just healing us up. I'm actually only running half suicides for this war, for magic mainly, so because we got that Mojo boss. And as soon as I died to that Thor, like I told Taters what happened, and I was like, please let me have it. Like, it was like kind of undecided who was going to be taking the Mojo boss. There was like, it was between like me and like Bryn, maybe someone else, I don't know. But after I died, I was like, dude, please let me take the Mojo boss, because if I can solo it, I'll feel like I can redeem myself. Like, that's my shot at redemption, you know, that's how I like to look at stuff. I always try to redeem myself after screwing up, so that's, I asked for it, and he's like, alright dude, if your magic is at like full health, you can have it. I was like, alright, yeah, I'll just heal her up if I have to. It's no biggie on the potions. So now we move to section 2, and I just wanted to get these fights out of the way, and then, you know, just relax a bit, and then get ready for that Mojo boss fight. So again, I boost up very minuscule, only a 10% boost, and I was going into this fight expecting it to be extremely easy. So this one's strike counter control or power or something. I didn't read the node. I thought it was the exact same node in the first section with the fury, but it's not. So I made a really big mistake with that. But I was assigned magic for this fight, so I was just thinking it should be easy with magic. But as you see, I'm getting these suppressions on me, and my power, I'm not able to get off any power. And Ghost is actually a flow defender, so every time I crit, she's getting power floods, and my power keeps on getting suppressed, and I don't really know what's going on because I didn't read that node. I assumed it was the same one in the first section. That was a very big mistake, and it's lagging here. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, at this point I am absolutely freaking out. I'm sweating. I'm literally like heavy breathing. I am so scared. In my mind, I'm like, no, I can't die again. Please, dear God, no. I cannot die twice. So just these nodes on the very first war. So literally, I am just freaking out, but just trying to bait these specials the best I can. I can parry to turn off the flow. What I actually should have been doing, what I realized after, was I could throw some heavy attacks to shut down her power gain, now with the new attacker tactics, but that was the last thing on my mind. That thought didn't even occur to me in the middle of this fight. I was just freaking out. My only goal was to not get her to a special 3, because if she goes to a special 3, I'm dead. I didn't boost big, so I am just freaking out. I'm getting stuck against the wall. I'm evading her specials against the wall. I've never done that before, but I've played Ghost so much that I just kind of know the timing on her specials. And I'm just praying to God that she throws these specials. I don't care if I take block damage. I'm at like 63 of those power suppressions. I'm not getting off any specials. I'm literally like shaking. This fight was so sketchy, man. This was so sketchy, but we're doing it. Somehow, some way, we're doing it. She's throwing her specials, we're baiting them out, and yeah, we survived that fight. that was one of the most sketchiest fights that I've ever had. I was literally shaking after I did that. I was so happy that I didn't die again. I thought I was gonna die, man. Whew, I gotta read the actual nodes. So here I actually read the node, and yeah, for this fight it doesn't matter. It's because this guy's not flow. He's not a flow defender. I'm just gonna use Nick. So it's regardless for this fight. But for that last fight, it was pretty important. It turned out. But yeah, so we didn't die. So we're okay. Only one death so far. Still not good, but yeah. So with Blade here, again, this is just a very easy Nick Fury fight. Again, 0 risk. Even if somehow I screw up and die, I got my second life to fall back on. So I'm not worried at all. Just gonna finish my combos with light attacks, and yeah, Nick Fury, man, he's good old Nick Fury, man. He's great to use, like even without killing him off to get the crazy damage. It's just nice to have that safety net, especially in Alliance War. Like there's no other place in the game where you want a safety net as much as you do in Alliance War. So here I saw 6 bleeds. I'm like, we might as well get a bleed passive, so go for that. And yeah, right there he caught me while I was dashing back. It's fine. Literally does not matter. I got a bunch of those suppression things on me, but again, that doesn't matter. I literally could not care less in this fight. I don't need to throw any specials. I'd probably just save to an L3 anyways. I have recoil on. And yeah, that's all she wrote for the Blade fight. Super easy. Literally, again, wasn't worried about that one. But then we get to the Mojo Boss. So I actually ran out of dual credits. I ran out because it's been a long time since I did my last Mojo Boss fight, and it went very successful. But that was that was like a month ago. Not a month. Yeah, like more than 3 weeks ago. It was quite a long time ago. So I haven't been using magic a lot lately. So I literally I think I had like 17 duels that I could do. And like the first 5 went terribly, just couldn't get him in the corner, couldn't get him power locked, just went really bad. Then I started to get some good ones, finally started to solo him using like a 3-star against a 6-star rank 3. And then I just kept practicing throughout the day, and then like an hour before doing it, I like the last 5 runs, sold it every single time. I was feeling really confident, changed my masteries, took off dexterity, and going into this max boosted, nearly max boosted, feeling really good. So at the start of the fight here, I noticed that I have limbo, so I take a combo just to give me more power because this guy has flow. So boom, we get him power locked super early. Things are going great. Something that I noticed when I was doing my duels is that, you know, if you saw the last Mojo Boss fight, I highly recommend watching it. It was very, very good. I was playing out of my mind. Just so many intercepts, so many light intercepts, medium intercepts. My intercepting game was just some of the best it's ever been. But today, when I was doing my duels, I kept getting hit after going for light intercepts. It just wasn't working. So in this fight, I decided just to not go for them. So you see, I'm like in the last one, I didn't have any synergies with my magic, and the fight took a very long time. It took about like 2.5 minutes. But in this fight, we have that Morningstar synergy, and dude, the crits are amazing. Right there, we took a heavy to the face because I don't have dexterity on. If I did have dex on, we would have dexed it. But yeah, that's fine. We limboed it back right away. Got really lucky. But yeah, this fight is just going so much faster than it did last time because we're getting those crits, and those crits paired with the Mystic Boost, we're getting like 2 bars back to back. And yeah, you see, I'm not really going for intercepts. I'm just baiting heavies more so. And everything is going extremely well in this fight, dude. Those crits are super nice. Baiting those heavies, playing pretty well. And we finished the fight with 90%. Didn't even really go for that many crazy intercepts. Just baiting heavies. I was really, really happy with the way that fight turned out. And yeah, it just went so fast. So I definitely think that the Morningstar synergy, if you're only going to have one synergy with magic, I definitely think Morningstar is the way to go. Better than the Warlock one, but if you can have 2, then Warlock and Magic is the way to go. But now we're going to go jump to the scoreboard of this war, see the results, and then some of the 4Loki PR power rating stats, because it's brand new season. Alright guys, so we're back, and before we jump into the stats, I just want to show you I had 3 defender kills right there. It's my hit monkey, he got all 3 of those. Very proud of that little monkey. And then if we go, so we're the new interface, history. So we actually ended up winning, which was great. Felt good to beat those guys. They put up a good fight though. For coming back to 3 Battle Group Wars, you know, it's big adjustment for them. So yeah, really interested to see how they do throughout the rest of the season. Here's the MVPs. See Hector up there, Mr. Mac. He's a good dude. Yeah, we ended with 30 deaths, which is quite a bit, but it's a new map and everything like that. So yeah, let's see. I was overall 16th, not bad. And now if we jump over to the stats, so we are at 5 kills and 1 death already. That's hopefully this one stays as a 1, you know, hopefully. Solo rate is 83%. That's not that good, but it's just because we got a death early on. The adjusted difficulty rating is 8.37. So because it's a new map, the difficulty is pretty jacked up right now. So, you know, because basically how it works is for deaths on nodes makes the difficulty rating go up. So for example here, my true difficulty rating per fight is a 1.4, so 1.40, and if we compare that to what it was at the end of last season, it ended at 1.23. Its highest was 1.25, so 1.40. That's like ridiculously hard fights, but like that's because I had a Mojo boss, but also just because it's a new map and everything like that. So, you know, once we get more values assigned, it'll all equal out a bit more. But yeah, so right now it's pretty jacked up. But I mean, it is true. It is a lot more difficult because it's a new map. And yeah, this is pretty high difficulty rating. But I'm really happy that we sold that Mojo boss. Yeah, it felt so good to solo and just get back in the swing with magic. Oh man, it felt great. We're 5th in BG3 for power rating. Our power rating is 525. It's pretty low. We'll get it up there. But yeah, you know, honestly, we got the first death out of the way. So, you know, I don't have to feel pressured to get a perfect season or anything like that. We got the death out of the way. Now we can just kick some butt for the rest of the season. And it won't be that big of a deal if we die and lose our streak, because we don't have a streak. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Worst possible start, but best possible finish, with dying at first and then soloing the Mojo boss. So absolutely lowest point to the absolutely highest point. So, you know, it equalized. Yeah, really happy with that solo. So yeah, looking forward to some future wars. And yeah, it was good to see the ÖMNÜ guys. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this war video. The series is back. If you guys are excited, drop a like, subscribe if you would like to see more of these war videos. Gonna be uploading all of them. Slight disclaimer though, the last few war videos for the season might be delayed because I'll be camping and at the lake when those wars will be happening. So I don't know what's the plan's gonna be for that. Might be sketchy, but it's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.